Oh no, Spencer is once again off to photograph the volcano. These are the exact words uttered by at least a few of my friends and family. But this trip was not supposed to happen. Let me explain. Back in 2021, I injured my lower back at work as a nurse at one of the busy hospitals here on Oahu. It was demoralizing, but I eventually got through it and made a decent enough recovery that I could continue to work as well as pursue this photographic passion on the side. So when I returned to work, I vowed to make the most of what time I had left and live life to the fullest, knowing that one day that it could all come crashing down with another back injury. Nursing-wise, this meant pursuing my career goals by transferring out of the hustle and bustle of med-surg into the cardiac telemetry unit, and eventually working my way into the cardiac ICU. And photographically wise, it meant strategically using my days off and vacation to travel specifically for photography. The goal I set for myself was to travel at least once a month for the next year. All was going well until June rolled around. I was pretty burnt out on travel from our Utah trip. So I made shaky plans with one of my friends, and when those plans fell through, I scrambled to find something. I settled on once again hijacking a Lazo family trip, this time to Maui, and that video will come out next. But a few days before our Maui trip, Madame Pele decided to roar back to life at the summit of Kilauea. So I said, fuck it, let's spend 2 nights at Halemaumau. Now I didn't come back to Kilauea just to photograph the same type of shots like before. This time the eruption was during the heart of Milky Way season, so I was inspired by our previous trips and went with a focus on capturing a shot of the Milky Way Core rising over the active volcano. Phew! Oh my goodness. Oh, everybody, welcome back to Volcano National Park. We're out here on the latest Kilauea eruption. This is June 8th. Eruption was like June 6th or something like that. So second night of the eruption. And we got here just in time. The sun is setting over Mauna Loa, and we've got some relatively clear skies over Kilauea. So of course, like I've told you guys before, our main mission here this time is to try and get a Milky Way shot of the core rising over an active volcano. So we'll see how it goes. We'll set up a couple of time lapses and get shooting, but yeah, hopefully we can capture some more of Pele's magic tonight. We're here for 2 nights, and yeah, we'll see what this evening has to offer for us. But happy we were able to get here, get set up before all the photographers start rolling in. We've already got a couple out here, but I'm surprised nobody is over here by the classic and iconic tree, Ohia tree. But we've already started to get some pink high clouds lighting up back there, so I definitely want to get this time lapse started here. The winds made it a bit of a challenge to vlog, but I wanted to share with you all my process of taking a day to night time lapse. I set my camera up facing the Milky Way using PhotoPills as a guide. I then set up my camera in aperture priority mode at f1.8 for the Milky Way, auto ISO, and a max of 6400 with 4-second intervals. I also had the camera's metering mode set to the highlights. These settings allowed my camera to adjust the shutter speed and ISO according to the available light. During sunset and blue hour, the camera will use a faster shutter speed and lower ISO. But as the sun sets and the light fades, the settings will transition into my Milky Way settings. The shutter speed will drop to only 4 seconds because I set my interval to 4 seconds, and my ISO will crank up to a max of 6400. The clouds starting to roll in, but we're getting a sliver of clear sky right now, right at this moment, and it is looking magical. Let me see, let me just double check that my 14 mil is getting this thing, because it is clear as, oh, it's beautiful, it's quite beautiful. It just needs to come up just a little bit higher. Right now is like prime time. It's perfectly clear. The clouds literally just cleared 2 seconds ago. just like that, and we've got some more rolling in, but right now if we can pull off this pano, I am going to be one happy photographer. So I think we were able to get one decent picture or one decent panorama, and it looks like the Milky Way is just about to get into prime positioning with our time lapse. So fingers crossed, as long as the clouds stay clear, we should be in for a treat. The clouds are kind of rolling in, but for the most part right now they're relatively clear, so fingers crossed. Fingers crossed this comes out well, but I'm gonna get back to work. Hopefully we can get a couple of more panos, and hopefully that time lapse turns out okay. My goodness, ladies and gentlemen, we just scored the night of our lives underneath the stars here. The clouds completely cleared, and I'm looking back towards Hilo side and I'm not seeing any more clouds rolling in. I think once that Milky Way rises out of frame for this time lapse down here, we're going to switch it over to a second shot that I found a little bit further down. It's just slightly different. Instead of the lava to the left side of the tree, we're having the lava right below the tree. So, you know, a little bit different, but then we'll recompose the image and hopefully get also another beautiful Milky Way time lapse. We've just got the 14 mil time lapsing beautiful Milky Way rising over the crater. We're actually going to meet up with Jay. He's from the Big Island. He's going to join us and shoot Milky Way over here a little bit, and then we're going to walk down on the other side and try and see if we can get a little bit closer to the lava. But getting this shot that we're getting right now with the Milky Way core rising, you know, over the crater, and you know, just essentially just nailing the shots right now, it really takes the pressure off, you know, to just kind of go ham and just focus on the lava shots now, because now that we've got this Milky Way shot in the bag, we don't have to worry about it. You know, the whole point of me coming here was to get this shot, and now that we've gotten this shot, we can now focus on other things. Yeah. Night is still young. It's only 10 o'clock. We still have 7 more hours till sunrise, so let the adventures continue here at Kilauea. But a Jay in the house. After meeting up with Jay, we headed out to explore more of the volcano. We walked all the way across the crater, so by the time we got onto location, I had no energy to vlog. But here are some of the epic moments that we captured. wasn't an adventure. I don't know what is. My whole body is sore and aching, but sorry I didn't vlog that whole section where we went to the, you know, across the lava lake. I was just too tired to vlog. Body was sore and there was just too much people. But we took a couple telephoto time lapses, telephoto shots, you know, did a couple wide angle time lapses, so I think we got exactly what we needed. You know, to be honest, this whole mission, this entire trip was meant to photograph the, you know, the Milky Way rising over Kilauea, and we got that shot. So I was pretty much just kind of like, whatever, you know, all the other stuff doesn't matter as much. I mean, I still am going to photograph it, but you know, I'm not as excited as I was for shooting the Milky Way. But anyways, we're here back at the Airbnb, 2 a.m. The goal is to try and still stay up for the rest of the night and try and shoot sunrise, but batteries are running low, so I figured I'd come home, dump the cards, charge up the batteries, charge everything up, and yeah, just do a quick backup and maybe head out for sunrise. We have about 3 hours, so hopefully I can get, you know, 2 hours to back up all the footage that we took last night. But yeah, it's been an incredible evening. So happy that the clouds cleared and we were able to get our Milky Way shot. But yeah, just gonna take it easy, and we'll see you guys in the morning for sunrise, I guess. Yeah, this morning would not go well. The wind and the heat waves made it impossible to get a sharp image of the lava cone, and I mistakenly left my sunrise time lapse on manual mode and missed out on capturing this epic sunrise. It's these kind of mental mistakes that can be made when you're running on little to no sleep. After drowning my sorrows with breakfast from the volcano house, I hit the hay, woke up, and grabbed another quick bite there before heading out for another sunset mission. Alright, ladies and gents, we are out here again, first on the scene today for this second sunset and second night here on the Big Island at Kilauea. Came out to, you know, I was originally going to scout out other compositions further that way to try and get Milky Way rising over the caldera, but couldn't really find anything. And then I saw all these high clouds that are out, and I thought, we might as well try and get another high cloud shot with our iconic tree. And then, as you can see behind me, there's a rainbow, and there's actually a rainbow further down that way. So I got to start setting up already, because, you know, if those rainbows hang around, we could get some incredible shots. So I think this one, we'll set up our same time lapse as we did last night with the 14 mil, and we'll just do a standard time lapse with this guy. But hopefully we get a little bit of the rainbow in the frame too, and a little bit of a high cloud action as well. So we'll see how this goes here. After setting up the classic wide shot, I walked back a bit to capture the other side of the rainbow, using our other favorite ohia tree, the same one from this morning. Also set up a telephoto time-lapse with the smaller rainbow using the vlog camera. We eventually got clouded out, so I headed back to the Airbnb. Later on that evening, we again met up with Jay and a few other Big Island photographers to once again explore the southern rim in hopes of capturing a better shot of that lava cone. Successful mission to the lava cone, we walked back to our cars and along the way stopped to grab a few shots of the Milky Way and the volcano. Despite the little bit of moonlight that we got, we were still able to capture some pretty decent shots. We found ourselves once again shooting sunrise from Kilauea Overlook, and I made sure this time to set my camera up properly in aperture priority mode to capture this epic sunrise. Check how much pink clouds there are. Man, there's so much. Oh, this wind. Holy smokes. Face the other way. There's so much high clouds around. I hope it all lights up for sunrise, but man, just getting that time lapse on our far end of the ohia tree, got the Milky Way setting, and then hopefully the clouds lighting up after that. Oh man, that would be a killer time lapse. But yeah, it's looking absolutely beautiful out here. But besides the fact that it's hella windy, it's just a beautiful experience right now. Oh, check out that high cloud glow behind me, guys. Oh man, I hope it stretches all the way across and gives us some light on this side, but I can't complain about that. Oh baby, hell yeah. think that's going to conclude another trip here at Kilauea. It's always a joy and a privilege to photograph Madame Pele in all of her beauty. She definitely doesn't make it easy because this wind and all the walking that we did, it has been hard work, but it certainly has been rewarding, so I can't complain. But yeah, I think we're gonna sign it off here. We're just gonna let the time lapses roll, and then we'll see you guys in the next video where we'll be in Maui. Oh man, I'm too crazy with this travel stuff, but yeah. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button, comment below, subscribe if you aren't already. See you guys in the next one. Peace out. Woo.